Assalamualaikum, my name is MAISARAH binti MESBAHOL MUNIR from JIM 1104B, and today I will present my PC proposal. Before we begin, let's watch a video where I have interviewed a student from Management and Science University, in short, MSU. Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Hi, Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself?
So, hi, my name is Quratul Anisha. I'm taking foundation in law in MSU Shalam.
Okay, shall we begin our interview session?
Yes, of course. Let's do this.
What is the current PC that you are using?
So, currently, I'm using laptop Acer TravelMate P2.
Is it good?
Yes, is it good? But I have faced some problem with it.
What are the problems that occurred?
I'm facing problems such as lagging and my laptop overheat easily.
Okay. What are the activities you did when you are using your laptop?
So as a student, I'm always did the research, edit video and photos, produce slide, assignment, and watch movies.
I see. How frequently you use your laptop?
I'm a student and daily.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, what is the price considered for developing your PC?
Maybe less than 9,000 will be good.
I see. Do you have any requirement for your PC, such as hardware or software that needed?
Yes. So for now, I'm using Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and for editing, I'm always using Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and I need good sound system too.
Yeah, I will keep that in mind. Do you need DVD-ROM where you can insert CD in your PC?
For now, I'm not using any DVD room.
Okay. Do you need headphone? That is my last question.
Yes, of course, for my virtual class.
Okay. I think that's all I have for our interview session. Thank you for spending time with me, and I hope you have a great day ahead.
Okay, thank you. My pleasure. Bye.
Bye. Based on that video, Quratul Anisha is a new law student in MSU. Before furthering her study, she wants to buy an appropriate computer that can help her to get her work done effectively and efficiently. Aini has stated that she has been using her current PC, which is Acer TravelMate P2, daily and have faced some problem with it. For example, her PC always lagging and get overheat easily. According to Aini, she has been using her PC for completing her assignment, research, video and photo editing, making slide and watching movie. Therefore, she required a Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, as this software is important for her to get her work done. Besides, she also needs Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Premiere Pro for her to edit video and photos. A good sound system also is needed when she wants to edit videos or watching movie. Now let's look at the computer specification. The first one we have motherboard. The motherboard that I have chosen is ASUS Prime Z590A with the price of RM1,179 ringgit. The specification, the CPU support 11 and 10th generation Intel Core processor. Chipset is Intel Z590 chipset. The CPU socket type is LGA 1200. For the memory slot has 4 DIMM. Maximum capacity is 128 GB. The memory support is DDR4 2133 until 5333 MHz. For the USB, total of 9 port of rear USB and total of 7 port of front USB. For the BIOS, it has a 256 MB flash ROM. For the form factor, it is ITX form factor. Operating system is Windows 10. For the computer case, I have chosen Fractal Design Define 7 Compact, RM529 ringgit. I chose this case because of the impressive visual and its quality performance. For the specification, this computer case type is mid-tower. Motherboard compatibility is ATX, M-ATX and Mini ITX. Expansion slot has 7. Front interface has 1 USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C, 2 USB 3.0, 2 USB 2.0, audio, power button and reset button. For the dimension, it is 427 times 210 times 474 mm. Now let's look at the hardware. The first hardware is processor. I've chosen 11th generation Intel Core i5-11600K. I chose this processor because of the mixture of the price and performance make it worth to buy. Now let's look at the specification. It has 6 cores, 12 thread. Processor base frequency is 3.90 GHz. Max turbo frequency is 4.90 GHz. The cache is 12 MB Intel Smart Cache. The bus speed is 8 GB transfer. Intel Turbo Boost Technology 2.0 frequency is 4.90 GHz. And lastly, the terminal design power is 125 watts. For the memory system, I have chosen Corsair Vengeance IPX 16 GB, DDR4 DRAM 3200 MHz, C16 memory kit. I chose this memory system because it has an impressive speed of 3200 MHz, so it can handle intense software such as video editing program. Now let's look at the specification. It has no fans included. The memory type is DDR4. The memory size is 16 GB kit. And the speed rating is 3200 MHz. The SPD speed is 2133 MHz. Package memory format is DIMM. And tested voltage is 3.35 volts. For the graphic card, I have chosen NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. I chose this graphic card because it has an amazing performance and has the best value graphic card today. And the graphic card also has awesome ray tracing performance. For the specification, the CUDA cores has 5888. Block clock is 1.73 GHz. Base clock is 1.50 GHz. Standard memory is 8 GB. Memory interface is 256 bit. The graphic card power is 220 watts. For the hard disk, I have chosen Seagate Barracuda 2TB 3.5-inch desktop HDD. I chose this hard disk because it provides high performance and have a really good price. For the specification, the standard model number is ST2000DM008. The byte per sector is 4096. Interface is SATA 6 GB. The cache multi-segmented is 256. The rational speed is 7200 RPM. The recording technology is SMR. SATA transfer rate supported is 6.0 or 3.0 or 1.5. The max sustained data rate is 220 MB. Now let's move on to the software. The first software is Microsoft 365 Family, and I chose this software because it has Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint and Excel, where I can get her work done easily. And now let's look at the specification. This software is for PC, Mac, iOS and Android. 1 TB cloud per person for up to 6 people. Premium value include Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Skype and many more. And the operating system is Windows 10, Windows 8.1 and 3 most recent version of Mac OS. Next, we have Adobe Creative Cloud. Under the plans for student and teacher, I have chosen the plan that have all apps, so that I can use this software to edit her photo and videos. For the specification, this software contains all apps including Photoshop, Illustrator and Premiere Pro that I needed. For the operating system, it supports Windows 10. The last software is antivirus software McAfee Total Protection. I have chosen a multi-device plan where INI can use this software on 5 different devices. With this software, INI's personal computer will be well protected from any unauthorized access. Therefore, it can also improve PC's performance. For the specification, this software is compatible with Windows, Mac OS, iOS and Android. It can be password manager where it will protect INI's password. It also provides safe web browsing where it will block any risky website, encrypted storage where it will keep sensitive file private, and lastly the operating system is Microsoft Windows 10, 8.1 and 7. For the input devices, the first one we have keyboard, and I've choose K380 multi-device Bluetooth keyboard. I choose this keyboard because it's easy to bring to anywhere as it is a Bluetooth keyboard and the size allows users to fit it in their bag. And this keyboard also can pair up to 3 devices at once and can connect to tablet and smartphone. For the specification, the dimension is 124mm times 279mm times 16mm. And the system requirement is Windows 10 or later. For the Mac OS, 10.15 or later. Connection type is Bluetooth Classic 3.0. The wireless range is 10 meter. The battery is provide 2 AAA battery that can last up to 2 years. And for the color, it provide blue, black, rose and off-white. Next we have the mouse, and I chose Logitech Pebble M350. I chose this mouse because it has a very stylish look and the button operation are super quiet and it tracks accurately. This mouse also is very portable and easy to pack thanks to its slim design and lightness. For the specification, the mouse dimension is 26.5mm times 59mm times 107mm. For the nano receiver dimension, it is 14.4mm times 18.7mm times 6.1mm. For the system requirement for the receiver, for those who don't know what is receiver, is this one. The system requirement for receiver is available USB port, Windows 7, 8, 10 or later. For the Mac OS, 10.14 or later. For system requirement for the Bluetooth, the Bluetooth required Bluetooth low energy technology, Windows 8, 10 or later, Mac OS 10.14 or later. The battery type is 1 AA pre-installed battery. The wireless operating distance is 10 meter. Color provided is graphite, rose, off-white, blue-gray and eucalyptus. Now let's look at output devices. The first one we have headphone, and I have chosen Sony MDR-ZX310. I chose this headphone because of the well-balanced sounds. It is also lightweight and easy to bring to anywhere. Therefore, I can use this headphone when editing her video or simply listening to music. For the specification, the weight is 125 grams without cord. The capacity is 1000 megawatts. The frequency response is 10 until 24,000 Hz. And then we have 30mm ferrite driver for powerful and balanced sounds. The cord length is 1.2 meter. The sensitivity is 98 dB. The impedance is 24 ohm. And lastly, the color provided has red, blue, white and black. For the speaker, I have chosen Creative Pebble Modern 2.0 USB desktop speaker, and I chose this speaker because it offers great sound at an extremely reasonable price. This speaker also can save space rather than having a big box of speaker on your desk. For the specification, left and right satellite is 4.8 times 4.5 times 4.5 inches. And the drivers is 2 inches full range speaker drivers. Frequency response is 100 until 17,000 Hz. System configuration is 2.0 system. Signal to noise ratio is 86 dB. Connector types is line in AUX in 3.5 mm analog stereo connector, and color provided is black and white. Lastly, we have the monitor, and I have chosen Dell P2719H, and I choose this monitor because it provides good performance for a reasonable price. And this monitor also has the ability to adjust the height to suit Aini's preference. For the specification, device type is LED backlit LCD monitor 27 inches. Aspect ratio is 19:9. Native resolution is Full HD. Pixel pitch 0.311 mm. Panel type is IPS. And input connector has HDMI VGA DisplayPort. Dimension width stand is 16.99 cm times 18.5 cm times 39.43 cm. For the weight, it is 6.28 kg, and compliance standard have plug and play DDC/CI POHS EDID compatible and DisplayPort 1.2. Pricing consideration. Aini has mentioned her budget to develop her computer system, which is less than 9K. After calculating the price for each specification, the total price will be 8,340 and 16 cents. Therefore, it can be considered as a success because the total price of the suggested specification does not exceed the budget given by Aini. In conclusion, through the suggested computer specification, I have helped her to choose the best and latest computer specification that can fulfill her need. The total price also makes it possible for Aini to purchase, as I have chosen each computer specification carefully in order to keep the price within the budget that has been given. Therefore, Aini can have the best computer to be used when entering her university, and she can get her work done effectively without having any problem occur.